All right. All right. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Whew. Welcome, welcome, welcome to the Claims of Truth Healing Circle. Oh my goodness, what an evening we are going to have tonight. I just decided to kick off my shoes. Welcome. Hey, Elaine. Hey, Janelyn. Joanna Keeley. Melissa. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I am so excited to have you all here. This is, turns out this is going to be a very special edition of the Claims of Truth Healing Circle. How are you all doing? How are things going? Here we are, almost at the end of April. Whew. Hey, Athena. It is great to see each and every one of you here. This is the Claims of Truth Healing Circle, April 29th. Look at Janelyn going, wait, is there a baby? Is there a baby in the house? I am so excited to have each and every one of you here. And yes, there is a baby in the house. Whoop, 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 whoop. Yes, absolutely. There is a baby in the house. I do not have pictures to share with you all yet, but Sarah delivered today. We got the phone call at like 3:30 in the morning, and I got over to the hospital at about 5 in the morning, and Sarah delivered baby Benjamin at 1:04 p.m. this afternoon. A beautiful, amazing delivery, an absolutely beautiful baby boy. She pushed out a baby 2 pounds heavier than my heaviest baby. So yeah, it's absolutely amazing. I am so excited, and I can't wait to bring all of that here to you all tonight. It's like an awesome, awesome opportunity for us to do a lot. It's going to be absolutely amazing. Thank you, thank you, thank you for all the love, for all the congratulations, um, and it's just next level of amazing when I got to see some of the coolest stuff today. For those of you that are in tantric codes, oh my gosh, I got to um, I got to see Kundalini in action, man. That girl was like, just like, and watch what the nurses and the doctors said about all of that stuff. So, just amazing, just totally awesome. Yeah, can you believe this? This is me from 3:30 this morning. I have not sat down other than to do tobacco for the circle tonight. So tonight's circle is going to be totally amazing. So, casting a circle of light, specifying that only Source, Creator, God, my healing team, and my support teams be present for tonight's Claims of Truth Healing Circle, where we are going to be doing the claim of truth that actually comes from gratitude ceremony that happened back in February. And the claim is, I surrender all that does not serve me, the past, the fear, the pain, the unconsciousness, the shame, the guilt. I am open to receiving all the magic and miracles possible. So it is just an awesome opportunity for us. We had the full moon. Gosh, has it been a whole week? We had the full moon last Tuesday night. It was the moon of surrender. Monday night, a week ago, tonight we had Noah, where the theme was surrendering. And so there's just been a lot of this idea of like, let's start moving out these old pictures, these old ideas that we have of who we are, who we thought we were. And I'm particularly excited about tonight because I've done almost nothing for prep work all weekend long. I'm like, how about I sit down and do the healing circle? Let's do some notes. And it's like, nope, not doing that. And I'm like, all right, guess I'm doing a whole nother version of trusting how it all shows up. So may it be with the blessing, blessing, blessing of Source that we continue to see ourselves in our truth, that we continue to know just how absolutely freaking amazing we all are. And we just keep healing what doesn't serve us, keep taking our bodies up, up, up in frequency, and remembering that love is the only truth. With that, we say amen and aho. So, I just think it's so freaking cool that we get to sit here and do a healing circle after I have had the opportunity to see how we come into the world, because each and every one of us came into the world in this very pure form, right? This absolute bundle of love. And I got to watch all of the really cool things that happen to us prior to being born, prior to everything that happens to us. I got to see all that and to be like, oh my God, this is our truth. And then we come in on a low frequency planet and we have all sorts of things happen to us and all sorts of low frequencies happen to us, and we're busy healing stuff left and right. I have to be careful I'm not healing shit left and right, and we forget that we are still that bundle of love. That's truly what each and every one of us are. Once you clear away all the low frequencies, right? Once you clear away the pain and the fear and the anger and the control energies and all of those kinds of things, we're just one big bundle of love. So I'm so excited about tonight. It's going to be an awesome opportunity. Let me ask you a question. Who is tired of surrendering shit? Who is like, oh my God, really? You're going to talk about surrender one more time? If you have been in a class over the last week, you've probably had heard the word surrender 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 12 times, right? Over and over and over again. And that doesn't even count all the times that your higher self is like, surrender more, surrender more, surrender more. So tell the truth, because now is your chance to get a healing. You are welcome to tell it all, spill it all here. You can talk to me privately. You can put it in the chat. Athena, yep, listen, I've had to surrender so much, right? Yeah, that Scorpio full moon, it was, it was like, not think so. Here we go. Let's move more. Yep, let's move more. Oh, wait, there's still some back there in the corner of the closet. Let's get the dustpan and clean it all up. So, yeah. Yeah, big healings for all of us. Jill, I just adore you. I love Jill, has been around for a really long time. And back in the beginning, I thought surrendering was a one-time deal. Okay, I've surrendered. Let me have my pin, okay, I've graduated. All right, I'm done surrendering. But no, still surrendering, still surrendering. I totally agree with you. There is a violet flame in front of each and every one of us. There's a big one right here in this container. And you can just keep surrendering more of it. Do you have to know what it is? Absolutely not. You do not need to know what is going. If you want to know, feel free to ask. But if you don't know, that's okay too, because your higher self has been on it for a really long time. It's just like, oh, more violet flame. Okay, surrender, 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 surrender. So, yeah, totally awesome. Athena, I had a moment about not having the things I want in life and feeling like I'm being left behind. Yes, being left behind. So many of us feeling like we are left behind. I'm going to tilt this just a little. I have felt that way, being left behind. And it still shows up, right? I know you all do that, like, oh my gosh, the people who teach, like, they've got it all together, they know everything, they're moving through it with grace and ease. Somebody texted me in the last few days and was like, if I could just be like you. And I'm like, oh my God, if I could tell you how many times I was like this weekend going, what the fuck is going on? Like, I'm here, like, I want to do some things. I want to get moving. I want to move forward on some things. And all I got was just chill out, just relax. I did get my steps in because Sarah was due on Saturday. And so we were getting lots of steps in. That's what I did do this weekend. I got steps in. But all of the rest of the stuff where I was like, oh my God, I just want to start moving forward on this. I just want to get this done, or I want to get that done, or I want to know what I'm doing next. Yeah, I don't, and I didn't. So I'm going to surrender more of that into the violet flame, that place where I am not trusting that it all shows up perfectly. Because it really did, but I had at least 48, a lot of hours, whatever that is, of, oh, come on, man, let me just be done with this. So feel free to join me, surrendering, surrendering, surrendering. Yeah, Jan, I thought I got a healing and then it was all good. I was done. Yay. Wouldn't have to do it again. I have said this weekend, God, if I were just Care, if I had just been doing this as long as Care has been doing it, I would feel so much better. Here's the really cool thing. Time's going to pass anyway. Time is going to pass anyway, so why not do this? Why not be in a community that is about lifting people up. It's about love. It's about healing things. It's about moving forward. And I swear, the time is going to pass anyway, and you're going to be like, oh my God, thank God I did. Athena, Elaine, Jill, there are a lot of you that have been around for a long while, and would you not say, thank goodness I did. Thank goodness I did. Thank goodness I kept doing it. Hey, Rona. Rona's been around for a long time. So Rona can say that, and Melissa can say that. Like, oh my God, thank God I just kept going forward. So if you've surrendered some of your stuff, you don't have to surrender all of it. You just have to surrender some of it. We are going to move on past this violet flame, and we're going to move on into the space where there are a lot of gifts to be gathered. And we're going to play this game. We're going to play this game where every time you surrender something, and you can be like, I surrender this pencil. You're surrendering something, you're like, poof, there comes a gift. There is a gift for you to gather. And you might even discover that there are just loads of gifts to gather everywhere. So we are currently like standing in a, how I see it is we're standing in like a wooded area, and there are trees that are filled with all kinds of gifts, but there are also all kinds of gifts down low underneath. There are crystalline flowers, there are crystalline orbs and geometrics and all sorts of things that you just can go and gather. And if you are busy doing something, you know, you're busy cooking dinner, you're busy driving somewhere, there is absolutely no worries about it. Just keep trusting that your higher self is gifting you as you go. And you're just like, every once in a while, you might be like, oh, I think I saw something. You just keep trusting that you are gathering. So I think it's quite entertaining that the very first thing I am aware of is a crystalline pacifier. And I'm like busy having this conversation like, is that because we just had a baby today, or is that because I have been a baby? Like, okay, here's your pacifier. Let me pacify you for all the things you've done. And in fact, the answer is no. So everybody take a look at what gift you have available right in front of you. If you would like, you may see it as a crystalline orb. You may see it as an actual item that you can like, oh, like I did, it's a pacifier. You might be like, I don't see anything and I need help. Feel free to put that in the chat. I'm happy to help you with that as well. So, can we just keep stitching on that blanket? Yeah, thank you. That would be awesome. So while we are gathering some gifts here, and we're surrendering some things, there is a, I call it a blanket. It's like a patchwork quilt that is being put together. You've all actually, as you gather gifts, those gifts are also being duplicated into this quilt. And this quilt is going to go out into the field. See how cool that is? You all come. We play games, we have fun, and we start working on the field as well. Totally awesome. Okay. If you would like, you can surrender a block for you, saying what you want. I think it's really interesting because a whole bunch of you are like, Nope, I can't say that. Nope, can't say that. Nope, I can't say that. Where is your block to saying what you want? Athena, your throat, awesome. My block is right here, my third eye. If I'm not careful, I'm going to end up cross-eyed. Jill, your throat too, awesome. Healing team, let's go around and work on everybody's throats. I work on everybody's third eye. Work on those blockages to being able to say what they want. Now, this might look like you being able to say your dreams. One day, I would like to have, fill in the blank, and speaking it out loud. Maybe it looks like a hope that you have. I hope. Hope is a frequency. It's a frequency that came onto the planet last year. We can work on that. Joanna, I love that. Love to meet your soul partner and your soul tribe. We would love to be your tribe, Joanna. I think this is the most amazing community in the world. And if I talk about it for very long, you're going to see me just start bawling my eyes out. Because you can only have like these glimpses for a while of just how amazing the people who are here in the healing circle are, the people whose souls are here in the healing circle, and how much people want to see you grow. People want to see you know your worth. People want to help you heal. It's amazing. So, feel free to put in your chat what your blockage is. Feel free to speak your dreams, your hopes, your designs. Rona. Yep, Rona, you are right. You have a blockage there in your dream space. When I look at your dream space, it looks like there's a whole bunch of mock-ups that are like ready to be moved out, to be cleaned out and get ready for some new mock-ups. So when we talk about the dream space, when I talk about the dream space, I'm talking about the place where you create your dreams, your next creations, the things that you are working on. It is not the place where you are dreaming, like when we go to sleep and we have dreams. That is not the same place that we're talking about. So we are going to do a cleanup of everybody's dream space. A whole bunch of you, sometimes it shows up to me like if there was a physical space and you spent a lot of time like drawing things out and then ripping the paper out and balling it up and throwing it behind you, or throwing it over there, or trying to make a basket and it doesn't go into the basket, or the basket is overflowing with things that you have created, but they're like old things, right? They're things that you created at a different frequency, and so we want to clear those things out to make room for new, higher frequency dreams, ideas, creations. So yeah, that's an awesome one. Thank you, Rona, for bringing that to the party. That's a fabulous one for us to work on. So blocks, yeah, controls, wanting an outcome. Oh, I understand you for sure. And things limiting your personal and financial success. That is an awesome one. You know, it's a process for us to let go of the controls and really trust that it's going to be so much more than we can imagine. And that's why I love this whole, like, our hopes and our dreams, because we often operate from a place of Well, I certainly hope it will be like that. And then we do a little bit like, but I don't know, I'm not sure. And then it's all that, um, all the low frequencies in us that get in the way, and we end up kind of peppering our creations with some of those low frequencies. So one of the things we want to do is move out those old creations and create from a newer, higher frequency space. So yeah, that's awesome. And I'm dreaming to be the absolute best version of ourselves, the highest frequency version of ourselves. That is awesome, gentlemen. Yeah, a home and a farm and a barn business. I love that. That's beautiful. So yeah, if you know that space, we're busy working on it. If you're not sure what space that is, you can certainly put it in the chat and I'll be happy to share it with you. But there are a lot of throats, there are a lot of third eyes. There is a right knee that is here that's like, that's a big blockage for, for two people here. There's also a lot in our sternum, right? Yep. Our sternum where we're like, oh, I don't know if I've got what it takes. I don't know if I'm powerful enough to create what I want. Yeah. Ah, Krista, let's look. Krista, yours is your third eye. That's the one right now. Not that we don't have other blockages. Gentlemen, third eye for you. And there's a lot in our hearts. So for most of us, we could have a long list. And then this one, and then this one, and then this one. Totally okay. Totally okay. Yeah, Jill, that whole, I'm not powerful enough to create my hopes and dreams. Yep. Move more of those. Source, can we have some gifts there in our sternums and our third eyes? For our throats too. Everybody, if you would like, feel free to pull a power line. You pull a power line by putting your middle finger over top of your pointer finger. Power line is a line of power of information that you pull. You don't have to know where you're pulling it from. You don't even have to know where you're really putting it. If you want to just follow your hands, you can certainly do that. If you want to know, I'm happy to help you with that. But you pull the power line down, you put it where you have an awareness where it goes, and then you let it go. The information from that power line goes into that place. Your higher self knows what to do with that information, and then you let the power line go and it goes back and fills up with some more information. So Joanna, yep, your heart, awesome. Lots and lots of sternums. I can actually feel those of you between your sternum kind of right through to the back. Keely, lime green. Yeah, I've got it. It's like right there. It's RES. It's not restoration. Reclamation. There we go. Keely, lime green. Reclamation. Reclamation frequency. Reclaiming, right? Reclaiming it all at a higher frequency. Yep. Fear and unworthiness, pain, shame, blame, unconsciousness. Yeah, all that. And just keep moving it. I love this stuff. Holy freaking cow, how cool is this? Anybody got any judgment? Yeah, just a little judgment. Yeah. Lots of judgment, moving more judgment. Judgment is periwinkle is the frequency that we use to move a lot of judgment. Periwinkle, periwinkle, periwinkle. So there are lots of like sparkles, and it almost looks like rain, could look like snow coming in. Lots of that periwinkle frequency, that truth, the gold truth frequency that is coming in to help us all with those places where we have been like Verna, I think you probably, the rumination, that's probably, like we have been thinking, overthinking, going over and over and over and just being like playing these tapes and audio files and things like that over and over again. It's just like, I'm not enough, other people are moving faster than me, that this is this is a challenge. I don't know what I'm doing. And it came in probably about a half an hour before the circle started, where it's like people beating themselves up. I'm not enough. I'm not enough. I'm not enough. I'm not doing it right. And that as if we were running a race. Yeah. Listen, I've spent a lot of time over the last week or two going, oh my gosh, um, it's it's crazy where I can get stuck in those ideas that it's not going fast enough. And listen, I have the last week, I have been joking about Sarah giving birth, and this is how it showed up for me. Sarah's like, "Do you want to go for a walk?" I'm like, "Sure, I'm going to the mall. Well, why don't you go with me? You'll go with me to do my return. Maybe we'll go look at some baby clothes. We'll just walk around the mall, right?" And at one point, I was like, I turned to her, and thank God Sarah has done this work, right? Sarah understands this, because I turned around to her and I was like, if you walked faster, we might get this baby out sooner. And she looked at me and busted out laughing. And I go, I know, I just had to say it out loud because it was playing over and over and over again. Like, we need to get going, we need to get going. Come on, let's go. What are we waiting for? If you would walk faster, he would come faster, because that's really how that works. And she's like, would you like me to jump up and down too? I go, that might help as well. So that whole piece that is like, if we could just get it done. And literally, I'm telling you, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, I was like, okay, so what am I doing? And all I got was, why don't you go read a book? Okay, I'll go read a book. So I would go and read like 15, 20 minutes in a book, and then I'm like, okay, come on, let's go. What are we going to do next? What's going on next, right? Let's go, let's go, let's go. And it was like, go back and read some more. And I'm like, oh, stop torturing me. It literally, at one point, I turned around to my husband. I'm like, how do you stand it? How is it that you can just let time tick away and like it not bother you? And he's like, what are you talking about? He's like, I'm just doing what I need to do. Oh my God. Let's hurry up and get to this. Let's hurry up and get to this. Get to what? Okay, now what? So, yeah, clearing more overwhelm, more judgment, more of the places where we beat ourselves up, more of the places where we have sadness, fear, and pain over all that stuff. Point to a place where you would like to move more sadness. Whatever version of sadness looks like, we're going to move more of that. More of that. Sternum, great place. Great place. Athena, I have to tell you the coolest thing in watching Sarah go through the delivery process was exactly watching every once in a while the things that my higher self was showing me. Like, we had nurses constantly coming in and talking to us and chatting with us, and I was like, oh, they like the juju in here. They love the energy in here, because we had people who were like on standby, like, yeah, we're ready to clean that hospital room up and bling it up for it to be the most amazing thing that it could be. And people would walk in and, they were just so, so interested in like hanging out and chatting with us. And, one of the nurses who got off at 7 this morning was like, I'll be back at 7, tonight to see you guys and see the baby. And I'm like, and to collect a lot more gifts. And that's perfect. And then, what was that? Friday night, Saturday night, I can't remember which night it was, but I was watching all of the gifts that Sarah's body was lining up for the baby as the baby was being born, blinging up all that area. And I knew at some point I was pulling like books, and I was putting books in her cervix and in the vaginal canal, all of that stuff. I was just lining it up. And at one point, it's just kind of a funny thing for me. At one point I was like, wait, why am I putting books in there? He's not old enough to read. And I was like, oh my God, please, let me just take a healing on that, where he's not old enough to read, so we shouldn't be putting books in there. Yeah, it was totally, totally amazing, really, totally amazing on one level. So, and the girl had the most amazing labor. The most amazing labor. So jealous of how easy it was, how amazing it was. And it's an opportunity for us to see just how much healing alchemy can transform the world, what's possible. So it was cool. Amanda, you also mentioned something else. Victim in lack. Victim. Yeah, let's move that. Move more of that victim energy. See, none of us are really victims ever, because we're really, in truth, way more powerful than we can imagine. And so we can't ever really be victimized, but the low frequencies will make us feel that way. And that's okay, because we just go, all right, I'm feeling victimized. Let me ask for a healing. And you will eventually move enough of that out that you'll just be like, wow, I don't feel that as much anymore. Not that you won't still feel it, but you don't feel it as much. So, abundance frequencies coming in. There are gold coins coming in. There are actually gold coins like scattered throughout where we are, and you all are picking them up and putting them in your pockets. You may also have an awareness of other colors of coins that you are picking up and putting in your body, putting in different places. And so it is totally amazing. Totally amazing. Amanda, yeah, you have a lot of low frequencies, Amanda, in the frontal lobe. And we'll certainly give you a healing. I'll continue to work on you regarding the butterfly garden. Because here's the piece we want to remember. We want to remember that we want to be complicit in the light, right? We want to lift things up. So as we see things that piss us off, that have us go into fear, that make us think that we're not enough, we will get to the point where we will catch ourselves and go like, oh, wait, that's being complicit in the low frequencies. And I want to be complicit in the high frequencies. And so the very first part of what we're doing is catching ourselves to see where we have this tendency to go down into the low frequencies. I was reminded of when I had seen some people on the street that were homeless, and I was like, oh my God, that's awful. And I was like, oh, that's a great example of where I wanted to be like, oh my God, that's so awful. Well, if I send lots of love and blessings to them, and I start seeing them as the powerful creator of their life, and that they are busy checking something off their list of experiences to have, I can then lift them up, and they can start to transform. I'm not necessarily going to be around to see that, but I can trust that that is exactly how things work. We lift, send lots of love and blessings. So everybody, go ahead, whether you have the ability to create designs, you have the ability to create advanced constructs, or whether you just have the ability to just love, and bless the wildflower butterfly garden that Amanda is talking about. You just do that. Love and bless it, love and bless it, love and bless it. And you watch how that will transform. Now, as I said, you might not be around to see how it transforms, but we want to stay out of the low frequencies. The, oh God, that's awful. We just keep blessing it all. And Amanda, thank you for bringing that to the healing circle, because it's an opportunity for us to do that. Joanna, I am happy to help with the mindless scrolling on social media. Social media is, it tends to do that. It definitely tends to do that, makes us go unconscious. But once again, we get to, oh, look, see where I'm doing that. Yeah, keep healing that. All right, so yesterday, I have a lot of birds and squirrels and stuff like that I feed in my backyard. And every once in a while, I have a hawk that swoops in, grabs a bird, carries it off, and I get an opportunity to get a big, huge healing. So that happened yesterday. And I was like, okay, so why does that have to happen today? Like, for goodness sakes, why do I have to be triggered today on top of all the other ways I'd been triggered? And I got my answer today. Each and every one of us has an opportunity to see where there is the death of something that no longer serves you. Where is the death of something that no longer serves you? So that might be a fear that you have. It might be some pain that you have that you're like, oh, hallelujah, it is time to move more of that pain. The death of something that no longer serves you might be some guilt We've been talking about that tonight. Fear, pain, guilt, unconsciousness, shame, judgment. There you go. Joanna, that's awesome. Happy to help you with more of that. And we're going to go ahead for everybody, clearing more karma and agreements, rescinding more invitations. Source, please rescind more invitations for everybody, as many as we can possibly rescind for people. Let's close more openings. Yeah. And while we are gifting each and every one of us that are here in bodies, each and every one of us that are here as a higher self, we are also gifting the field for all of those who are struggling in some way. All those conversations that we're busy having tonight are things that we are busy working on in the field as well. It's so awesome. Guys, I wish, and I know it will happen for each and every one of you, that you will have this opportunity to just be able to see just how much you contribute to the world. I know there are lots of times where you're like, there's no way I'm doing what you think, Bonnie. You have no idea all the things that I'm busy not doing. And I'm here to tell you that I have every idea of all the things you absolutely are doing. And when we get stuck in those like holes, those places where we just feel like we're not doing anything, you have to remind yourself that that is your higher self going, yo, look at all the stuff we're moving out. Look at all the stuff that is leaving us. And we have these old paradigms still that make us think that that is not what is happening. So the claim of truth tonight is, I surrender all that does not serve me. The past, the fear, the pain, the atheist, the guilt, the unconsciousness, the shame, and the judgment. Look at all that stuff we're getting rid of. I am open to receiving all the magic and miracles possible. Try that one. I am open to receiving all the magic and miracles possible. You know, the minute that you speak that out into the field goes, oh, okay, well, here you go. Have some more magic and miracles. That magic frequency is an amazing frequency. It's green, and it starts to transform, in particular, more atheist energy, which is the energy that says that energy isn't real. I am open to the magic and the miracles possible. I am open. If you can't remember the whole statement, feel free to just say, I am open to receiving. I am open to receiving. I am open to receiving. Everybody, feel free to gather a gift. There are lots of gifts that are coming in. A lot of them are coming in as little gift boxes. I see a lot of hearts coming in. And there's these sparks of joy that are available for all of us. There are these sparks of love that are available for all of us. And they're always there. They're always available there. But see, sometimes we just are busy looking out there, looking at what is going on in the physical, and we don't have that awareness. But they're there. They're right there. You guys are loading up with more joy, more love, infinite possibilities. Holy freaking cow. You guys are awesome. Star tetrahedrons. Actually, Rona, there are star tetrahedrons, and there are pentacles, and there are toruses, and there are all sorts of geometrics that are available. So, which one would you like? Which one are you collecting? There are cubes. God, there's some things I'm like, okay, tell me what those things are. So there are dodecahedrons. There are hexagons coming in. There are so many things coming in that it's like, um, it's amazing. There are so many things coming in. And I keep having this awareness of some of the souls that are part of CARE's healing team are coming in, and they're like, and here's some gifts, and here's some gifts, and here's some gifts, and here's some gifts, because it's just like, it's an opportunity to gift all of us, and for you all to have the awareness that these gifts are being given. Yep, Amanda, that metallic orange waterfall is at zenith frequency. It is the frequency of joy. It is so very cool. You all can have all the freaking joy, zenith that you want. It is all right here. And it's like, where was that? The CARE told the story. I have no idea now whether CARE told the story. And no, I believe it was at Noah where, you know, there are so many low frequencies here on this planet that Source sent all of us here so that we could be the reporters, we could be the storytellers, we could be the teachers, we can be the ones that are there letting everybody else know what has always been around us, what is always there, has always been there, and you can just put out your hands and ask for more of. So I actually have the bottom of my left foot has been really swollen for a while. There's a lot of stuff going on there. So I am actually going to take some of those star tetrahedrons, and mine are filled with lots of illumination and wonder and rapture frequency, and I'm just going to put them right there on my foot. Now, there was a time when I would do that, and I was like, oh my God, that's so weird. Why would I ever do that? Because am I really doing that? Is that really working? Is there really anything there? Yes, there is. And you are all being gifted with it in all those places where you have pain and fear and anger and unworthiness. And you're not sure that you trust your higher self. You'll get there, I promise. Whew. So some of you have some binds that we're going to move. There are some binds that are keeping you from your information, and so we're going to move those binds. Can we also go through and for anybody who might need new chakras, new auric layers? Yeah, let's do that. Binds can look like a lot of things, Athena. Oftentimes I see binds as like leather straps. And sometimes binds can look like locks, that you have a lock on your information. I have seen them look like like leather straps going around. I have seen them look like not really handcuffs, but kind of that kind of thing, depending on where they are. So you can feel free to ask where you may have a bind. And yeah, we're gonna move some binds for everybody. Awesome. Yep. Definitely, Athena, some in your, there's one in your sternum. Hannibal binds. Yep. We have lots and lots of binds on us, and when we hit the frequency to move them, our higher self, if we know how to move them, our higher self moves them. If we don't know how to move them, our higher self goes and gets somebody who can move them. So, yep, look at you. See? You guys are like, woohoo! I have an awareness. Isn't that awesome? Get to move that. You guys, all of you, for those of you who have been around for a while, there's several people that are new mastery students that are here, and they just have such amazing access to their information. You know, y'all do that whole like, I wish I was where you are. And I'm like, I wish I was where you are right now, because by the time you've been around as long as I have, you will have surpassed me from where I sit right now. So it is totally awesome. So, Krista, the block for you accessing more information, I actually see a block in your, I can't look at the screen and focus on when this is, right? Your right temporal lobe. You have a block to some information there. We all have lots of different kinds of blocks to our information. And what we do is we keep going up in frequency, and then we keep moving out what is available. So I'm going to go ahead and help you with that block. Whew. There. You guys are really doing awesome. All those binds, popping those seals and locks and binds. Awesome. It's very cool. So, yeah. Okay, that blanket of high frequencies, all the stuff that we have been working on tonight, that blanket is going out into the field. It is very, wow, it's very crystalline. The way I see it at the moment is like a lot of lines, gold lines. There's lots of different purple lines, and they kind of look like if I could zoom in on what a blanket might look like and look at it like under a microscope, how you would see all those threads going this way and going that way, but they're not threads, they're crystalline information. That's probably the best I can come up with. And that is going out into the field for us to install out into the field and start transforming some more of the places where we have fear, pain, anger, unworthiness, unconsciousness, shame, judgment, all of that kind of stuff. So, see, you all show up to the healing circle with like, I want to get more healing for myself, which you absolutely do. But every time you bring that to the healing circle, there's also a whole bunch of stuff that goes out into the field. It goes out into the field and transforms more out there. Now, sometimes what we see that as is, more unrest and more craziness that is going out there. But what is happening is more is being revealed to be healed, which is the exact same thing that happens to all of us, right? You'll get off of the healing circle tonight and you will have like, oh my God, that was so cool. That's so awesome. And tomorrow you're like, oh my God, did I actually even surrender anything? Because I'm not sure anything even left me, because I feel like I have even more. But the truth is, your higher self is like, yes, we've moved that. So let's go on to the next piece. So trust, trust, trust how it all shows up. So, Source, can we have another gift, please? Can we have a gift of love? Can we have a gift that lets us know just how much we are loved? Everybody feel free. Look at the gift that is sitting in front of you. So I have a crystalline orb, and it's like golly, it's like snow globe, like a snow globe of sorts, and it's just all kinds of love. And I have an awareness that it is like for the world, this peace. Hey, Kate. So this crystalline orb is going right here in my third eye, so that I can remember that we're all love, that we all come from love. I love that pink hearts, rose pink heart, as awesome. Each and every one of you is getting a gift. If you have an awareness, that is awesome. If you're kind of like, I'm not sure, and you want to put it in the chat, I'm happy to help you with it. But you can also just trust. A golden crown and a crystalline crown. That's awesome. Awesome. Right? You feel the energy, Joanna. That's why your palms are warm and tingly. Yeah, it's so freaking cool. People, it's just so awesome. Truly, 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 love is the only truth. All the rest of it is just the stuff that we learned, that we picked up along the way, that somebody told us, you're not enough, or you can't do that, or whatever other things that we were told. We were told a lot of things. Jill, dark red crystal heart for your sternum. Aww. I love how my higher self showed me with my hands and made a simple heart shape. See? There you go. Beautiful hearts. Lots of them. Each and every one of you are being gifted, gifted, gifted. It's amazing. Amazing, amazing, amazing. Amazing. You know, today after the baby was cleaned up, and my daughter had, held them and taken pictures, and my daughter-in-law had held them and taken pictures. My son had held them and taken pictures. I finally, took him, and I was holding him, and I was like, I just want to let you know that you have made the most amazing agreement ever. That this was the best agreement that you have ever made, to be here on this planet at this time with all of these people around you to support you in each and everything that you are here to do. And I said it over and over and over again to him. I said, you're just so smart. You're so amazing to have this here now, to be a part of this. This was the best thing you ever did. And I tell you that because the same is true for you. The same thing is true for each and every one of you. That whether you realize it now or not, this is the absolute best agreement your higher self has ever made. To be here on the planet, on this planet, at this time, with this community available to you. Because you have access to the most amazing gifts, to have people who are here to remind you of just how powerful you are, of just how worthy you are, how much love you bring to the planet, and how much of service that each and every one of you are. Each and every one of you are an amazing gift of service. I see that in you. I absolutely see that in each and every one of you. And so please, please, please tell yourself the truth. Tell yourself just how amazing you are. And when you get stuck, or when you start believing the low frequencies more than what I'm saying to you, or more than your higher self is saying to you, please, please, please text me and say, remind me. Remind me of just how amazing I am. Because we all need help sometimes. We all need help sometimes. Reach out. Please, please, please reach out to me. I'm not too busy. I am more than happy to help. It's what I absolutely love to do. And I so appreciate each and every one of you who joined me tonight for this healing circle, because it is just so freaking amazing. So freaking amazing. So I want to thank each and every one of you. Thank you for all the love, all the support, for all that you are constantly putting out into the world. There's so much more than you can possibly imagine. I have to keep reminding myself of that too. So with that, I seal the field unto the light of one true source creator God, the one who is all the love, all the joy, all the wonder, all the clarity, all of the magic for sure. And I thank my healing team and the support teams. And I thank each and every one of you who are out there making a difference, who are out there being the love, being the joy, being the magic. I love you, absolutely. I hope you have a fabulous evening, and I look forward to seeing you again in 2 weeks for some even more magic than we can possibly imagine. Love you guys.